Everything's like, you can't do this, you have no internet. I'm like scrolling though, I'm like, what is going on?
It's like, seriously, stop. You don't have any internet. You can't be doing this.
I'm ghosting. Going ghost.
Vexing should be here momentarily.
Let's see.
And again, Ricky will not be joining us tonight.
Well, it's okay. It happens.
Yeah. So who knows? You may or may not finish it tonight. I doubt.
Well, Zim did say we were close.
Getting there. Pretty darn close. Certain things need to happen.
Like what? Math?
Yeah, you need to complete some SATs.
Ew.
Oh, but that's not math.
A questionnaire
That's
Delta Green gives every one of their new recruits. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in eldritch beings? If you answered yes to all three, you're in.
I remember I took the ASVAB test.
I mean, we've seen some pretty weird shit.
My classmates scored pretty low.
You've seen some shit.
Besides this game, I'm also ready for Sunday's games.
Yeah, as soon as we're able to fucking play.
Guys, got something exciting happening?
Yeah, they're talking with a dragon right now that could probably fuck them all up.
Don't say the word dragon and fuck in the same sentence. Because
Don't worry, there's no way we could with this one. It's a giant.
there are people out there.
True. But this one, you could literally just breathe and kill us all.
I'm not saying people can't, but damn.
Actually, does that dragon have polymorphism?
Most dragons do.
Damn.
Well, forget my other statement. I think it just changed whatever it wants.
I guess you can do that to the dragon. Anyways.
Are you telling me you're gonna try and seduce the dragon? Crazy?
No, I just forget that all dragons have polymorph.
So you're gonna try and seduce the polymorph dragon?
Yes.
Hello?
I vote yes, we seduce the dragon. Thank you.
Which
Well,
one?
you're lucky that in 5e the maximum DC is 30.
Your voice sounds so different. This is funky.
I know, that's what people keep telling me.
Takes a moment to get used to.
Did not realize it was you at first.
Oh, it's me. It's me.
Bum, bum, bum.
Really, a math then?
I have the mixer and the XLR cord coming tomorrow.
Noise.
And I got the boom coming on Sunday.
Ooh.
Noise. So we're gonna have a good sounding fight.
Good sounding. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm gonna try and get like voices and shit.
So curious if it's gonna be another dragon we're fighting.
Oh god. Banana.
I'd just like it known that I am not the latest person today.
It's fine.
She's signing in as we speak.
I tried.
Hello.
I tried so hard to get back in time.
It's all because of the onion.
Chris decided on the way back that he had to also stop and get an onion, so I was like, okay.
Okay.
That is by far the worst excuse I've heard for being late to the game. I had to stop and get an onion.
Well, so it took us. So the jeweler is only 15 miles from us. It took us like over an hour to get there, but then it only took us 30 minutes to get back. So it wasn't awful on the way back. But then so I would have been here like right at 7. But then Chris was like, "I need an onion," and I was like, "Okay, I guess."
Like just one onion?
Just one, I
What
think, for dinner
kind
tonight.
what kind of an onion?
I think a white onion.
Oh, boo!
Red are the best.
Red
like
and
the
yellow.
I like the white onions.
Of course, you'd choose the white, you whitey.
I am. I'm sorry that my complexion is that of sour cream.
I'm not far behind you on that.
Do the.
Literally went to Hawaii for like a week and did not tan whatsoever. Didn't even burn. I just stayed fluorescent.
I love that quote in Rick and Morty where they do the Gazorpazorp field. He's like, geez, Gazorpazorp field, why are you being so hard? He's like, stupid. Milk toast. White. God. Fuck you, John. Alright. I think we're all here, yes?
Am I
Oh
here?
my god, I don't
Somebody's
know.
bomb is going off.
Alright. Who wants to recap?
I think Tristan should do it.
One second. My mouth is full of food.
My mouth is also full.
Quick little disclaimer. 18 plus. Viewer discretion advised. There we go.
Short and sweet.
Okay, so basically, we showed up and we tried to cause a distraction by faking a pulling over by blaring sirens, blaring music, while Ricky and Alphonse went inside. They tried to pull the fire alarm, but the fire alarm was disconnected because I guess the demon spirit god thing was really thinking ahead. And then we tried everything, shooting, screaming, everything. 1 second. Okay, sorry. And then, so then Alphonse was like, you know what? I'm gonna straight tackle this guy. And he tackled him, and that made everything go better. Oh, and meanwhile, while this was all happening, the townspeople were getting possessed and starting to break out into fights. But nobody died, I don't think. So that was good. And then they all left, and then Men in Black guy came in, Delta Green, and he was like, hey, you can either join me or die. But if you join me, I'll sweeten the pot. And so then we said, okay, sure. And that's where we left off.
I mean, yeah, more or less that's what happened. He kind of really, really made things succinct.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, more or less, you were able to stop the crowd from truly starting to kill each other by tackling the Vicar. Alphonse knocked him out. The townsfolk flee, and you are left talking with a stranger. Yes, he has identified himself as being from Delta Green, and he said you really only have one task left to do. And unfortunately, if you are unable to complete it, he has also promised that pretty much this whole village will be cleansed.
Well, yeah, that's not good. So we got to do good, guys.
I just
Yeah.
want to know what happened. Like, Kate's just got to survive to figure out what happened to her brother. My curiosity is killing me.
Right. Didn't he promise you something on that?
Yeah, he said that he would tell her how her brother. He'd figure out how her brother died, and then he also promised to keep Aaron safe.
Right. All right. Well, he is simply standing there amidst the empty chapel, looking at you all inquisitively. And he says, "Well, we have a deal or not?"
Aaron and Kate already agreed.
Okay. He's looking to the rest of you then. I think you promised something to everybody, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I agreed, and so did Quinn.
Yep.
Can't hear you.
I don't know.
Alphonse
Alright.
gives a
Don't know
nod.
anything.
Okay.
Well, all right. And where's your friend, Tommy? I don't see him.
He was here a second ago because you were just talking to him last session.
He probably had to take a shit.
He snuck off without us to go flirt with the girl.
Maybe he has his own priorities.
No.
But seeing as he's not with us, I guess I'll have to fill his shoes. Y'all got firepower?
I was actually gonna ask about that. Is there any way I can get something? Because all I have is my laptop.
He says, well, that's not going to do you any good.
I have my one handgun. I'm sure that Gabriel also has something, and Aaron do, but I don't think we can go into the police stuff without getting in trouble.
Yeah. It would be too much to say if I also have a shotgun.
Not at all. In fact,
Also, police rated one too.
right.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah. Sorry.
He says that should do. Anything will help. But if you really want something substantial, why don't you follow me? And he
I'm gonna
just
follow
turns
him.
and walks away. Yeah. Doesn't even really look to see if you're actually following him.
Yep, I follow.
Okay, we follow.
Also following.
He leads you outside of the church and up High Street towards the corner shop. And then he turns onto Willow Street. And there's this black Mercedes, all blacked out, windows tinted, black paint, shiny chrome rims. Clearly out of place for this village. And he walks to the back of it. And he looks around to make sure no one's looking. He motions for you to walk over. He opens up the trunk. Seemingly ordinary trunk. He's got some supplies in tubs, and as well as like some blankets. And he's got a jumper cable. He's got the tire iron and the lift. But then he pushes all those things to the side and he lifts up where the tire well would be. And it's not a tire well. It's a fucking gun safe, essentially. You see a good collection of weaponry that you could choose from. There's not a lot, but what you do see is a few pistols. There's one shotgun. There's a long-range rifle, and there's also what appears to be maybe like an SMG.
Question. We haven't done it in this campaign. Our last Cthulhu campaign, you could use downtime to help learn skills. Is that allowed in this one, or was that just a pulp Cthulhu thing?
I think that was a pulp Cthulhu thing.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
Regardless, anybody can learn like the basics of like holding a weapon and at least steadying their aim and pointing and shooting, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was just the increasing of the skill level thing.
Right. So he says, Any of you who doesn't have a weapon, feel free to take one. And if any of you are not comfortable, well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to start getting comfortable.
I'm gonna walk up to the back of the car and I'm gonna take the SMG.
Voice.
Nice choice, James. You don't strike me as the type who's fired a gun before, if you don't mind me saying.
No, never. But I figure the more bullets that fly, the more chance I'll have of hitting something.
That's a great theory. In practice, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'll show you what you need to do. And you, Quinn, how about a pistol?
I'm kind of leaning towards the rifle.
Ooh, the long range, okay.
What's our military guy gonna take?
Ooh. Shotgun? Maybe one of the tactical pistols he has? Looks like a Glock, maybe?
Only one?
Hopefully you got a good skill with it.
There's a Glock, there's a Beretta, and then there's a 357 revolver.
Ooh, the 357.
Can I choose everything that nobody else takes?
Well, you can choose one.
Hmm.
He kind of looks at you as if he's only offering one. But if you want to be that bold, you can take as many as you want, except then you're going to leave nobody else with guns.
I'll take the pistol.
Which one? Do you want just a 9mm? Do you want a 45 or do you want a 357?
Give me the Beretta.
Ooh, okay.
Out of character, I know nothing about guns, so I don't know what any of this means.
Do we need
The
to add
nine-
these guns to our sheets? Sorry.
Yes. If you can look in the book there, I think it's the Investigator's Handbook. Could also
Both
be
of
in
them
the
have
Keeper's.
it.
Yeah.
I have both open right now.
Ooh, excuse me. Once you add those to your sheets, actually, I think you might even have them in the compendium. Let me look here. Items. Yep. We got some rifles.
Voice.
So, let's see. We have the 22 long rifle. We got the 45. Okay. Oh, they actually have most of the things here.
Yeah.
Mine's just the Thompson SMG, right?
Yeah. We'll just call it that. Technically, that's a old 1920s weapon, but
Yeah, this is the only thing I saw in the book for SMGs
that's
when
fine.
I did a search.
That is totally fine. Something similar will do.
Funny enough, there's a lot of SMGs.
So I would say it would be the 12 gauge shotgun would be the shotgun. There will be the 45 revolver and the 22 long rifle.
Which 12 gauge would you say would be common for the police? The 2-barrel or the semi-auto?
Probably the semi-auto.
Okay.
Is that you can just simply pump and reload, pump, reload.
Yeah, okay. I got my Glock and my 12 gauge set up.
Okay. Once you all have your weapons, he grabs the remaining 357 revolver. He says, all right. Everyone got ammo? Good. Slams the trunk. Checks the receiver of his weapon. It's full. Closes the chamber. All right. Do you want to walk, or do you think we should drive? We got a bit of a ways to go.
I think
We can drive.
driving sounds better.
Yep.
Good choice. Crank the radio. And you get... Oh, boy. Let's see. There's going to be 1, 2, 3... You know what? He says, well, you're all not getting in my Mercedes. And unless one of you has a vehicle that can keep all of us, may have to resort to some nefarious tactics.
I wish I owned a motorhome.
Do I still have my car?
Your car would probably be parked along High Street, yeah, because you met them at the White Horse this morning.
We're also, I think, near my car because
Yeah.
I'm right by and also the police cars we have.
They can't work by everyone's car.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. So, Quinn, you probably have the biggest car, right? You got the Jeep, right? Or something?
It was the Camaro.
I think Tommy had the biggest one. He had like a
Yeah.
SUV
Range Rover.
Jeep.
Range Rover.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, funny enough, Tommy's car is there, but you don't see Tommy.
We take his car anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he
won't
doesn't
mind.
have... Yeah, the keys aren't in the car, but
Yeah, we got a hacker.
the Delta Green agent opens up the front door. He says, "This Tommy guy, friend of yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You should tell him not to keep his car unlocked. It's not safe." And he goes in and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a key fob. But the key blade itself is very strangely shaped, and he inserts it into the ignition and he presses a button on the key fob. And then you see this red light appear on the key fob, and then like this almost like electronic digital sound, and then you hear a beep, and there's a green light that takes place over the red. And he turns the key and the car starts.
Oh man, I need one of those.
He says, as you're all kind of watching him do this really easily and not even flinch doing it, he just looks at all of you and says, "What? You get one of these if you join Delta Green."
Oh sweet, I'm sold.
I'm keeping my eyes on the Vicar.
Yes, where would you like to have the Vicar, by the way? Because you're kind of watching over his unconscious self right now.
In the trunk.
I mean, it's a Range Rover, so it's not like they really have a trunk. It's more like a backpack.
Back.
Yeah, so we could probably just put him in there, wrap him in a blanket.
Yeah, it's gonna be me and him in the back.
This
All
is
right,
gonna
well-
go well.
This guy's gonna say, "You want to do anything with him? I mean, duct tape his mouth shut."
Tie
His
him up.
mouth was already duct taped shut, I thought.
Okay, right. Oh wait, did you? Yeah, it was either tied or duct taped. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cuff
Yeah.
him, right?
Side
Yep.
legs, duct
Yeah.
tape mouth.
All right. So he says, "Off we go," and he puts it into drive and turns the car around and starts heading south along High Street. And we'll actually just use the group location icon here for that. Get rid of these. And he gets around here, and he stops right next to Rowland's audiology. He says, "Just gotta do one thing real quick. Keep her running." Puts it in park, steps out, grabs his pistol, runs across the street into Rowland's audiology. You hear like a slight stirring in the back where the Vicar is. Just like a low...
I'm just staring at him.
Few moments pass. Few more moments. You guys do anything while this guy's inside?
I'm gonna just ask the group, where do you think we're going?
No clue.
My guess is to, crap, what was that town called? That
Penley.
Penley. Yeah.
Penley. My guess is Penley.
All right. Few minutes have passed, and finally he comes running back out of the door, closes it. He's not carrying his gun; it seems to be in his waist. And he just runs up to the car door, opens it up, gets in, closes it. He says, "Okay, that's taken care of." And you see
what is
him
that?
fumble for a what looks like a cassette, not really like a cassette tape, sorry, a some kind of videotape or something. And he just kind of it's totally unpackaged, and he just sets it on the dash of his car, or of the Range Rover. And he says, "I'll explain in a bit. Just let's get moving. We don't have much time."
I'm just gonna make a joke about it being like an orientation video for Delta Green.
I reach up and grab it just to see what it looks like.
It's a pretty standard. It looks like it could be just like a small recording tape or audio file. Like it could be just a pure analog recording. It looks like.
Is there any writing on it? You know, kind of like how home videos will sometimes have stuff like written on it.
Right. At the top, there's this white sticker that runs along the length of the tape, and it says anomaly A2X, A-2X. And you see him just kind of put his hand out. He says, I'll explain. Takes it from you, puts it back up onto the dash, and he starts up the car, puts it in drive, and he actually takes a right and heads up the back route behind these houses through a tunnel of trees, sort of blocking the sun. And it's at this point that he says, all right, well, first off, seeing as this isn't going to matter in the long run, I suppose I should give you my name. You can call me Agent Powell. That's all you're going to get for now. But I've already said that I work with Delta Green. And we've been monitoring and tracking what's been going on in this village lately, only because of its proximity to Penley. Now, you might have thought we were going to go to Penley. Well, problem is, Arwassa's not in Penley. He's done with Penley. Seems he's moved here and wanted to devour this place next. But you got in the way. And we noticed, I think, before maybe our friendly Vicar back there did. And you're traveling all the way down these sort of dirt roads that lead through tunnels of trees. Go ahead.
I can't help but notice we're going down Malar Way. Would this happen to do with the Vicar's accident a few years ago?
Well, you would think it would. But actually, no. Seems our data actually tells us that this Arwassa character likes open country and likes to make its lair around civilization, but not inside it. Does that make sense? So we did a little research, saw saw the movements of the Vicar himself. We've been on to him for a little bit. We actually only recently discovered that he was part of this whole scheme up until you all got involved. We weren't really on a lead. So it's one of the reasons why we actually are offering you recruitment. You were able to somehow find this Arwassa character. He only comes about, at least from what we can tell, every few decades or so. It's a hungry fella, likes to feed on the local populace, the fear, the chaos that he causes. And you all round this bend at the bottom of a hill, and you come out into a field, and there's a what appears to me maybe a water treatment plant. Just at the end, he stops, pulls over. He says, as he completely puts everything in park, he says, we definitely got another maybe mile or two to go before we're on top of the position that we think he's at. Are you sure you want to continue?
I'm gonna clutch my SMG and say, yeah, I'm ready.
It's not like we have much of a choice.
Gabe,
Who else is gonna do it?
Let's go.
Well, I'd understand if you didn't, because I've seen stronger people than you break in front of these kinds of things.
I think I'm okay.
All right. It's settled then. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your guns, lock and load. And he fires up the engine again and speeds on through into the field and away from Overton as the sun begins to kind of become darker and grayer, and the sky is becoming more cloudy. It's not very good, and you can see that there's also some rain starting, pattering against the window of the Range Rover. This field that you've entered into, you've only seen it a couple times, those of you who have been in Overton your whole lives. It's pretty famous amongst the populace. It's usually used to farm wheat and also hay. And you're traveling through. You guys got a few miles to go. If you'd like, you can spark up a conversation. But overall, you're going to be moving into potential combat positions here.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and hold my gun tight and just try to keep myself calm.
Alphonse asked if he's ex-military.
Who, me? Yeah. Yeah, I got about 2 decades in the Marines. I was actually an intelligence officer. Kind of fits the job description, at least part of it.
Yeah.
But I've also seen some things in my career that caused me to question our place in this thing we call the universe. And now I think you all can say that you share the same experience. He guns it a little bit further down the open field. It's actually pretty smooth. You'd think you'd be like hopping all over the place with like divots and ruts, but no, it's pretty well maintained, and the Range Rover can take it pretty well. He says, as the day kind of continues to darken a bit, he says, we're getting close, I think. He turns on the radio, and he tries to find really any radio station, and all you're getting is feedback and squelching noises and weird sort of like it's almost like white noise. He says, yeah, we're getting close.
Okay, just gonna reach out and grab Aaron's hand.
He looks at you. He says, do you remember when we were in the squad car and the radio was acting up?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. I guess now we know what it was.
He looks at you. Kate, there's a good chance that when we meet this thing, that things aren't going to go right. And this guy just like totally interrupts him from the other side. He's driving the car. He's like, I'm all for this cheesy, suave shit, but we just don't have time for that anymore.
Kate glares at him.
Trust me, I'm the sentimental type too, but not the time for it.
She'll just squeeze Aaron's hand to be like, "Don't worry, I agree." Like, sentiment is reciprocated.
He squeezes yours back, and Jesus Christ, I already forgot his fucking name.
Powell?
I don't remember what we named him.
Powell.
Agent Powell, right. Let me just write this down. Alright, so Agent Powell just says, yeah, I get it, but you'll be fine. Just save everything you're gonna say for after we do this. Trust me. This wouldn't be the first thing that I've encountered that I had to kill.
You've done this before?
Well,
I would
more
hope
times
so.
than I'd like to say. But yes. My first encounter was in the Marines. Had to kill that just out of instinct. And there was this other thing, I just don't want to get into it, but Dagon, this cult, went after this cult worshipping something called Dagon. Happened to be something I did pick up while I was in the Marines, out on the sea. You hear stories, but of course you don't think it's real until it happens to you, and then of course the stories become real, and then your perceptions of these kinds of stories also change. I mean, just think, did any of you even conceive that something like this could exist before, I don't know, 2 days, 3 days ago?
Absolutely not.
Maybe in my late movie nights only, but I guess that shit is real.
Because of Well, people like us, really. People like Delta Green. You have to understand that if something like this occurs and word were to get out, well, that would just cause a panic, and we don't want that. Kind of get in the way of us doing our job. Our job is to make sure these things stay where the fuck they are meant to stay. And this Arwassa character, well, seems it's been let out of its prison. I think we should let it. Let's guide it back.
How did it get out in the first place?
That's always been up for debate. A lot of people, the occultists, they think that, some sort of celestial alignment, planetary movements and the stars and their positions, I guess there's some degree of truth to that, but it's never really been proven. Some people just think that, they get hungry every once in a while and then just come out and raid villages, cause chaos. Well, this one does anyways.
Well, you said that they come out every couple of decades, is that right?
Well, this one does. Yeah, actually, Delta Green has been on to him for a while. He moves about, usually pretty choosy about where he attacks. But you just seem to be unlucky. It's really just the luck of the draw. You happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, my friends. And he points to a clearing up ahead, and then a dense forested area. He says, "Well, this road goes for quite a bit longer, at least another 20 miles. But we don't need to go that long because I think we're here." And he pulls off of the road, and he starts driving through the field, sort of south, maybe west direction. And you notice that there's a pretty large outcropping of rocks up ahead. All of you roll me a spot hidden.
Ooh, hard.
Wow.
Did I do it? No, I didn't.
Just a bunch of successes.
Don't click on the...
Mine was a close fill. Yours was a 58 versus
Oh, you're in
58.
edit mode, that's why you're on.
Oh,
Put yourself, now click it. There you go.
oh, crap.
That's right. The rocks themselves don't appear to be very typical of the landscape. They're of a sort of darker color. Some parts appear to be like an onyx black and speckled with white, and some bits of gold as well. Not like gold, the metal, but just like gold colored. Very strange colored rocks. He says, "All right, you see those rocks up ahead? We think that is possibly how it arrived." And you do notice that the formation of the rock does suggest that like it maybe crumbled apart versus just kind of were shunted out of the earth.
Almost as if it landed here.
Perhaps.
Are you telling me we're dealing with an alien?
Well, alien's definitely a a weird term to use in this situation because technically we're the aliens to them. Do you know what I mean?
But it landed from outer space.
Well, let me give you, I guess, the best possible explanation I can give. It maybe came here, yes, but it came here long before we were a species. This thing has been here since we were single-cell organisms.
It was like an egg hatching.
Call it something that simply sustained itself on what it could for as long as it could.
If it's feeding off of humans, that's totally understandable. Or their feelings or whatever.
You see, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is there's not just this thing on this planet that's been here this long. Hell, these things have been here for billions of years almost. We would be wise to assume that we're dealing with something that is far beyond our own comprehension and our intelligence. So it may even know that we're here right now. It may even be planning to ambush us. Maybe it even knew we would be here days before we even considered coming here. But that's going to be a whole mystery. It's something we need to... Well, this thing's just going to cause more problems. If it's not going to stop with Overton. Sure, if it considers itself satisfied and stops, it's only just going to come back in another couple decades. Kill more innocents. And he stops the car. Probably about 200 feet or so away from the rock formation. And he shuts the car off, but keeps the headlights on, just in case. Actually, you know what? No, he doesn't shut the car off.
You want the music on?
Right, I was gonna say. He looks to you all. He says, if anything does happen to me, which is entirely possible, not gonna rule it out, but I'm also not afraid to die. If anything happens to me, can you do me a favor?
What?
Just promise me you tell my wife I died overseas and died valorously, and I didn't have anything to do with strange alien beings or part of a secret governmental organization.
Wait, you have a wife?
Yeah. Why is that so hard to believe?
She's not gonna comment. She's not gonna elaborate further.
Gabe nods.
He says, look, I'm not going to say it's been easy keeping it from her. But I'd like to remain on the trustworthy side of her. If she had any idea how much I saved her life and many other people's lives many times over before, she'd probably understand.
Kate's just gonna look over at Aaron again and just be like, the audacity of this man.
Aaron, actually, he is smirking at him as if he's like, wow, this guy's a hero.
I roll my eyes and mutter under my breath something about, like, men.
He just says, oh, come on. At least he's being honest about himself.
Not with his wife.
What, you mean to tell me that you've told me everything that you wanted to tell me?
Actually, yes, I have, and you have threatened to send me to the hospital multiple times because of it.
Powell's like, all right. We gonna do this now? Right here?
Let's just go.
Aaron grabs his pistol. So does Powell. Everyone locks and loads. And it's at this moment you're just about to open the doors to get out, and you hear in the back a stirring. And a...
Vicar.
Oh.
No, good thing I'm in the back.
You want to
All right, what would
hit
you-
him with the
what would
butt of
you-
your shotgun?
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah, what would you like to do there, Gabe?
Oh.
Is the man gagged?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's why I was making the sort of grunty sounds.
Gabe's just gonna let him stir and say, he's awake.
He's going to blink a few times and try and open his eyes. And he's going to look a little wearily around, and then he sees you, and his eyes widen, and he just goes... And he kind of looks a little scared. He's just like yelling through the duct tape.
I feel like we need to keep that there for our safety and for his own.
Yep.
Alphonse said, should we let him say something? It looks important.
I don't think we should let him say anything.
Alright.
You guys have the music going a little bit, at least loud enough where you can still hear each other talk, but it's also drowning out anything else that might be present. So it's kind of like a weird, chaotic little moment where, you know, the vicar is kind of grunting in the back. You guys are trying to decide his fate. And the music is, I don't know, you're playing like fucking...
What's
lollipops and
Taylor Swift, the top 40 is just shake it off, shake it off.
How about Dragula from Rob Zombie?
Yeah. Yeah. Anything.
I vote that we just leave him in the back and leave him duct taped. Like, maybe we'll tie him up back there, like secure him to a door. I don't know.
We don't need to knock him out. I mean, this guy was most likely taken over by the Arwassa, so...
I mean, but
we
who's
can't
to say
fault
that
him
the
for that.
Arwassa won't take him over again? While
Right,
he's
so
away?
that's why he remains tied up and,
Yeah,
and
he might be
bound and gagged.
So this is when Powell simply says, guys, I think I can solve this problem. And he opens up the car door. You hear him pull back the hammer of his pistol. He leaves the car door open, leaves Dragula playing loudly. He gets out, goes to the back, opens up the trunk. He points the gun at the vicar and just simply shoots him.
Oh my god.
No! Nobody wanted that! Why?
He says, as soon as the vicar just stops moving entirely and quiets the fuck down.
Well, now we feel bad. Jesus
Mulligan.
Christ.
I want everyone
wanted
to
to
roll a
know his-
sanity check, please.
I wanted to know his backstory. I want to know how he got possessed.
You will
Now,
never
who
know.
said he was possessed?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Let's just say
my God.
he's. Oh my god!
Hard success.
Damn it.
I've
I
seen
was
some
going to say
shit.
Gabe was okay with it too.
Kate, don't worry. I will give you that information because Powell has all of it.
We're all
Okay,
so
cool.
sensitive.
I was curious.
He would
Well,
not
I mean,
have
to
done
be
what he
fair-
did if he didn't need him
So
anymore.
there was no saving the vicar.
Kate,
No.
Because also, like, Kate was a forensic
Poor guy.
psychologist in LA working on murder scenes in LA. So, like, this is nothing.
Another funny thing, I was honestly thinking of shooting him too. But Gabe was debating it in his head. That's revenge.
You also have to think, like you said, James, if he was completely taken over, then there was no coming back regardless.
That's too bad. I really felt like we could have saved him.
I mean, he could have lived his life in a loony bin or something.
Yeah, you know, get tortured every day and put on meds to zombify him for the
Listen.
rest of his life.
I have spent some time in the loony bin, and it was a wonderful time. I sat and colored in coloring books and watched TV.
Well, that's different.
I didn't
than
sleep during my time.
But he's also very charismatic. So you never know what he can do.
That's true. But anyways, he is very dead. And
Jesus Christ.
the Agent Powell simply just kind of shrugs. And he says, look, I mean, I was doing him a favor, believe it or not.
This guy.
I wouldn't want to hear that thing scream 24/7. He slams the trunk.
If we're gonna be killing it,
Why
did we even bring him along? Necessary?
I feel like
I had thought about killing him in the church, but that probably would have been sacrilegious.
now we're worried about it.
I'm gonna
Kate
make
really
this-
does not like this guy. I'm gonna be honest. Kate is very much like this guy is pompous. He's an asshole, and he is just so full of himself. And she hates him. She hates him.
Let's say Gabe would end up speaking up and just say, I bet this is just part of the job, isn't it?
Now someone's starting to get it.
There
Jane-
are other ways of dealing with things.
James is very nervous right now, and so he cracks a joke, basically saying, "Good thing you opted for the black interior."
Well, I will say, Kate, Delta Green's not interested in you for your charisma. They're interested in you for your mind, your analytical skills as a forensic psychologist.
So you agree that there is more than one way of doing things if people can analyze and figure out other ways.
Well, of course. Most of those ways usually end with a gunshot.
yeah.
Oh my god!
She rolls her eyes and walks away from him. She can't deal with him right now. She's gonna punch him in the face.
Good.
He's like, he just
Good
looks to
that
the
you're
others.
in
He
the
says,
car.
"What? Did I say something wrong? I mean,
Oh,
She's very emotional.
nothing.
oh, I get it. Yeah, my first time finding out eldritch entities exist. Yeah,
Thing is, Kate's not emotional. She's pissed off because she's a psychologist and knows that there's more than one way to fucking do things than just violence.
Surface level conversation.
Well, if the vicar remained alive, he most likely would have tried to fuck you all in a bad way. And that's me speaking
Kinky.
out of, well, friendliness from the keeper to the players.
Haha, I knew it.
If you took that tape off, hoo hoo hoo.
Well, I wasn't gonna take his tape off. I was just thinking we could maybe knock him unconscious again, kill the guy, kill the demon thing, and then, then he might just be a little bit brain dead, but he's gonna be alive.
But anyways,
Said he was possessed.
he gets back in the car. He gets back in the car. He turns up the music a little bit louder, rolls down the windows. He says, "All right. Grab all the ammo you can. Not sure how squishy this thing's gonna be." And he gets out, pulls up his lapel on his coat, and kind of shuffles forward towards the rock formation.
Gabe is getting all his stuff checked out.
And with the music blaring behind you, you all trudge towards the rocks apprehensively.
How large is the rock formation?
Well, to describe, there is a central pillar-like rock that is clearly the largest amongst all of them. That one is standing straight up in the center of this cluster. Then there's others that have fallen away from it in a circular pattern around its base. And those are probably about half the size. So it almost looks like it could have burst out of the ground in that sort of fashion. But really what you see around it are impact marks. They've obviously grown over time, a lot of time. But judging by the formation of the earth around it, it definitely arrived here. It was not put here by anything other than what has come from outside Earth. And you would probably be making power rolls right now, but the music is actually pretty loud. The Range Rovers has good speakers.
Nice.
Thanks, Tommy.
And you see Powell, he stops as he gets a little bit closer. He waits for everyone to kind of fall in line with him, and he says, okay. Now, this thing is clearly probably going to be hiding. We have tracked it here, so we're going to have to do a little bit of searching. But I don't want anyone going too far away from any other person.
You want two groups?
Well, I was thinking we semi-split, but we stay in a crescent formation, just move in a clockwise pattern around the rocks.
Hmm.
Just to make sure. And he leads, and you're getting closer and closer, but also maintaining a nice proximity. You're not getting too close, and you're making your way around to the other side, and you notice that on the backside, some of the earth has caved in. And two bits of this really dark rock are jutting each side of this opening in the earth. And there's this very foul stench that is in the air, and it's wafting in your direction. And it's coming from this opening. And Powell looks at you all, then back at the opening he says, am I good or what? And he starts walking towards it. He looks back at you all. Are you following?
Yep.
Yeah, Alphonse's following suit.
Shotgun ready.
Okay. You get close, and the opening in this sort of hillside area where the rocks are is substantial. It's probably the size of maybe two-story house, just like a let's call it a colonial. I think that's what they're called. So it's probably like 100 feet by 50. So 100 feet wide, 50 feet up. Pretty big. And this foul stench again is wafting out of the hole. If you would like, some of you may roll if you wish. What is it? Natural world.
What? Natural world?
You know what? I'll try.
Where is natural world?
Under medicine.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, Tristan, pretty much.
Give me a second. I'm rolling. No.
Ooh, you're the closest so far.
Oh, Lord.
I'm
Well-
not spending 20 luck. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
What is natural world anyway?
It kind of gives you indications as like wildlife, flora, fauna, different landscapes and biomes and things that you would learn maybe as like an anthropologist or well, anthropology is an actual skill, but this is more like survival stuff, like knowing things about the planet. And that's fine.
I don't get out much.
That's fine. Can't see the real world in front of a computer screen.
That's right.
So you go in. Soon as you step into the mouth of this cave, the smell is unbearable, but it's also because you're seeing, you look around, and though the light is fading, you're seeing mounds of bones littered about the area. But here's the thing. It's not just bones. There's almost like, fleshy bits. There's also undigested things.
Gross.
And it looks like legum and like mucus sort of in quality in some areas. Like, for example, you'll see just a normal pile of bones, and then you'll see another pile, but it's like all maybe regurgitated or...
Can I roll forensics? Would that help me in anything?
You can. Yes. Yes.
Hard success.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a smell of bile and regurgitation, like it's almost acidic, and it's got this very pungent sort of rotty smell. It's not quite death. It could have been death at one point, but now it's just transformed into something else by way of digestion.
And these bones are human?
It looks to be a mixture. There's human, there's animal, there's...
Animal bone.
Yeah. There's just even small things like rats and groundhogs. Just like tiny little things up to big things, and it seems pretty substantial in the amount of things that this has been eating.
I thought this fed on emotions.
Sorry?
I thought this fed on emotions. Eating actual things.
Okay, I thought you said lotions at first, like the lotion you put on your hands, and I was very confused.
So everybody roll me a sanity check for that, please, now that you're seeing what this is and understanding what it is. God damn it. Wow.
No!
Watch me do a hard
Oh, I
fail.
failed too.
All right, so does anybody have the hardened thing where you're not affected
Yeah,
by
that's only-
seeing?
That's only Pop Cthulhu, I think.
That's Pop
okay.
Cthulhu, but I will say, like, I was a forensic psychologist in LA where there's like so much random murder, torture, like
I'm probably
serial
hardened.
killers.
Yeah, like every day you would walk into houses with piles of bones and regurgitated flesh.
Like-
Every day.
I've seen some
I
really weird shit on
mean-
the internet.
You've seen all of the stuff on the internet.
I would just say it. I think that she would be a little bit better than most with it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a bonus die then. How's that sound?
I don't think it's gonna fix me. Like my roll was awful, but yeah. Wait, what's a 2? I don't remember what that does.
So that's another D10. You rolled a 2. That means you got a 20.
Oh,
25,
cool.
sorry. 25 versus 50. So,
Hard success. Let's go.
Nice.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me plead my case.
That's fine. And if anybody wants to plead their case,
I mean,
am
I
totally
feel like
for
I've
that.
seen some pretty crazy shit on the internet.
I would say both you and Quinn probably have.
With
With stories I've reported,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
I'll give you
across
both
some
bonuses as well. How's that sound?
dirty stuff.
So I just click on the bonus thing underneath my failure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Also 2.
Another 26 on that total. So, ooh,
Wow.
a 90.
That's not good.
No, your lowest is 73. Would you like to use... Oh, you can't. Sorry, not on
Nope.
Sandy's. Sorry.
I'm
I'm just losing it over here.
So those of you who passed your sanity checks, roll me a 1d2, please. Those of you who failed, roll me a 1d6.
A 1.
2. So I lose 2 sanity.
Yes.
Wait, if we pass, we roll.
Am I doing this right?
1d2.
Oh,
If you
okay.
fail, you roll 1d6.
Right when I gained my sanity back.
I know. Please subtract what you rolled from your sanity totals.
Let's see.
Luckily, none of you have induced anything crazy yet.
I think around this time in our last campaign. So around this time in our last campaign, somebody lost their sanity and thought their cat could actually talk and started talking to their cat as if it was a real person throughout the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, and then I mimicked their cat as the king in yellow and led them astray and actually killed them on the side. But they never knew
So
that because
bad.
they didn't go after them.
While I'm going crazy, can I start taking some pictures with my camera of the bones and bile as evidence?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. You can do that. But Powell's going to say to you, well, that's actually good that you're doing that. We need to document this for, well, our encounter, and we need to report back to Delta Green what we found. So, unfortunately, I am going to need to confiscate that camera when you're done.
Well, we're all on the same side now, so that's okay.
Well, all right. Just know that hopefully you'll be willing to turn it over when it's required.
We'll see.
He eyes you. Yeah,
We'll see.
he definitely eyes you and continues walking forward. He says, "It's not far now. Can smell the bastard." Looks around. Everything's slick, kind of damp. Doesn't smell good. He actually pulls out a mag light. It's kind of holstered on his waist, and he lights up the path in front of you, and it seems to be a cave entrance that narrows the further back you go. Piles and piles of bones. This is probably its main living area, it would seem, or alternatively, it's just only one of possibly many.
Is there any light in this weird cave thing?
There is not, other than what is being shined by the mag light from Powell right now. Aaron will also pull his mag light.
I was about to say, I'd probably pull out like my police issued flashlight thing or whatever and use that.
Same.
Yep.
I got my camera flash.
He says to you, Quinn, he says, actually, instead of a light, how about some Metallica?
Sure.
Full blast.
Bum, 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 bum. Literally. Literally.
No, wait, some Tenacious D.
We gotta wait about 13 minutes.
We said, okay. And we played the first thing that came to our heads. All right. Pressing forward.
This is not a stealth mission.
No, it's not. You are literally raiding this thing's home, and it's made clear that way by Metallica being blasted throughout the cave. And in fact, you don't even really hear anything up until a certain point. You get to the back of the cave, and it's pretty narrow. It's probably like 20 feet wide, and you go down a somewhat, I guess you could call it a tunnel. The ceiling drops down to maybe 3 or 4 feet above your head. And again, the tunnel's about 20 feet wide. And you see around you, there's a lot of weird marks on the ground and the walls. And Powell looks at them. He shines the light on them. He keeps an eye on everything in front of you guys too, but mostly he's looking at the ground. He says, "Have seen this shit?" It almost looks like wave marks or swipe movements. Kind of like the arm of when you're trying to make a snow angel.
Well, Gabe's going to keep his eyes peeled out.
He says, well, we've never actually seen it, but we've heard stories. Something about tendrils, arms, tentacles, whatever you want to call them. Central body. You can float too, I guess. And whatever you do, try not to stare it in the face, or at least focus on them too hard.
What happens if you do?
I'm not entirely sure if Metallica and James is going to save us today. We just need to at least have some precaution. But if it should fail, we need to be prepared for anything. And he pulls back the hammer of his 357. And he turns towards the tunnel and continues. And soon, probably like another 5 minutes or so walking through this tunnel. It's pretty deep. You're starting to hear whispers. Just like there's maybe multiple people talking up ahead. And soon enough, you see the cave, or rather the tunnel mouth widens and opens up to a large cavern room. There's stalagmites and stalactites. And you can see coming down from the ceiling of this cave is a large piece of the black and white and gold colored rock. Basically broken through the ceiling and jutting down into the cavern. And there's a bit of a fracture at the bottom of it. This rock is quite large, and at the base, kind of at this lowest point of the room too, there appears to be a piece of the rock that has fallen off, a rather large piece, and it appears also fractured and broken open. So it's like a piece of the actual larger rock fell off of the base, fell to the floor, and then broke open. The thing is, everyone roll me a spot hidden.
Oh, extreme.
Sweet.
Barely, but
Yeah.
So one...
Decent
Go
rolls
ahead.
tonight.
Yeah, pretty good rolls, I will say. You're going to need them. Let's see here. The one thing that you would have noticed if you had not taken a wider perimeter around the rock formation up above ground, if you had gotten closer, you would have noticed the rock itself has markings on it. Strange, weird, and alien symbols etched into its side.
Is it
is it the same symbol that we found at the farm originally?
Roll me just a straight up intelligence.
It's at the very top.
Where's that?
It is a...
Oh, right here.
Yep. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes. In fact, you do notice that many symbols adorn the side of this rock, but you do happen to catch in several areas this particular symbol that you saw back on the farm.
With my intelligence roll, do I recognize any of them from Miriam's house or Mary Ann's house? What's her name, right?
Yes.
Remember, she had them all over her front yard, some random symbols.
Yep, you do. This is all flashing back. You guys are all remembering the different bits where this was all apparent. The symbol etched into the beam at the Morgan farmstead. All the sort of patterns and symbols in Marianne's house. Even some things that you've seen in the Necronomicon. And it's all starting to make sense now. And Powell says, well, would you look at that? He gets a little closer to it. He says, you know, they say that this thing arrived here, well, long before I think we even were considered a thing, back in the day, Neanderthal. Millions of years, my friends. This thing's older than us. And this script, well, this is drawn by an intelligent race. That's the thing. When you join Delta Green, you're going to learn a lot of things. A lot of things that would make a normal person go insane. And this is all echoing throughout the cavern room as he's saying this. And you guys get close to the sort of the bottom of this slope that leads down away from the tunnel opening. Sort of towards this black and gold and white rock that's fallen to the earth. And you're getting close. Lights shining on everything, and you're seeing that there's a lot of movement in the ground and the sand around. And Powell just simply says, well, it's kind of strange that you would have probably heard something by now. I mean, the music, it doesn't like it when we use the music. At least it shouldn't.
Maybe no one's home?
He's looking a little puzzled. And he looks around. He looks at the room itself. And then he says, "Oh, well, would you look at that?" And he points up at the rock that you're now standing underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Where the debris is at your feet, if you look up from where it fell from, you see that this isn't a rock. It's a vessel, and there's a hole in it. And you're looking up into it.
Ooh.
And it's empty, right?
Or at least it appears maybe it's like a shell of some kind. Doesn't look like any ship you've seen. Not online, not in movies, nothing.
Is there a way in?
Well, you would... not really.
Even if Aaron gave me a boost?
Aaron looks at you, he says, "The fuck do you think I am? Am I Superman? I can't..."
Are you calling me fat? You can't boost me up there?
No, look, it's like at least 50 feet to the opening.
Throw you like a javelin.
But
Dave's gonna super girl up there.
with Metallica blaring, I mean, you guys got one playing. And
we need a ladder.
that's when you hear a kind of a weird slap sound, or like a writhing. And then Powell's like, "Shh. I think we pissed it off."
Good.
And that's when you look up, and there's a single tentacle poking its
Uh-oh.
way out of the opening of this rock above you. And another one pokes out from another side. And more. And more. And you count probably 10. And then you see a pair of two glowing white eyes reflecting in the light from your well, your phones and your flashlights.
Alphonse reminds them not to look at it too closely. Do not stare at it.
It is now that I need to just double check something. I want to make sure.
Question: is Ricky gonna be back next week, or is he gone for good? Because how are we gonna say that he's in here next week?
Huh.
You know,
You
You walked.
This is just a really weird place for him to just randomly appear. Just, hey guys, I found my way here by myself.
That's a good point.
are you saying that we should pause and then have one of those like dramatic I drive my fucking other vehicle that I probably stole off of somebody?
He
He hot-wired my car because it was near his.
Maybe
Somebody
he
dropped
was
him a
in the
location.
rear.
Somebody pinned him a location.
Maybe he was in the
Oh, sorry.
rear view mirror, like waving, running after the car when you guys were driving away. You didn't even see him.
I don't know. I was
just
like,
stole the car in the moment.
this whole time I've been like, I don't know, especially like this thing's starting to pop out to try and kill us. I was like, is he gonna be popping up just randomly in the middle of battle? Like, I'm very confused on how Tommy's gonna show up.
Well, here's the thing. Tonight he is not here because he has well, from what he told me, he has a good opportunity for his career. He needs
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
yeah. So he's having like an important dinner or something.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
Said, quote unquote, define my future kind of dinner.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in college, like those kind of things are real big.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the thing is, I don't even know if he is going to have time to do it. Not his career, but this. So, even if we were to wait for him, we would just continue waiting for him if he wasn't going to ever be back. So, I
mean,
guess I'm
I'm
going to
okay
leave
if
it in
everybody
your
else is
hands.
okay. I don't know. What does everyone else think?
I know what I would do if someone has invested time since the beginning into something. I would want them to witness it, but I also know that I don't want life to become a burden to continuing and finishing the game, and especially when I'm trying to finish games to get other games going.
Yeah.
I think ultimately what you need to do is put the server first, because that's what this is all about at this point, right? I mean, not to discount his important dinner, which I think is excellent, by the way, but you know, this is ultimately for the server.
Yeah, and we also, I mean, he's in my Sunday game. He's been in that since the beginning too. So, well, almost the beginning. There's really no reason why he can't not be in the game, but he does need to tell me if he's not going to be in the game. And I also post the events for each session, so I put an actual descriptor in there as to what could potentially be happening, and you know, anyone can read it and say, "Oh shit, well maybe, maybe I should."
I mean, at this point,
Go ahead.
I think it might be okay to just go, because like looking back at how many games we've had, at least just for like this campaign, he's not been there through most of them,
Right.
I think. So I be at
That's a
this
good point.
he doesn't show up more often than does, and so I mean, I'm okay with everybody else's. I was just confused on what was happening.
No, I agree.
I think we should continue the session.
All right. Let me get something real quick.
Let me go get a drink real quick.
you like a beer?
Sorry, I just had to get something.
Huh?
Beer?
No. Thank you.
Why are you tricking on?
You see the part right about that?
All right. Wow. Gonna be interesting.
It says disregard the following.
Mm-mm.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, there's tentacles.
Hentai?
Oh, something funny I just realized. My Glock does more damage than my shotgun.
I don't even know what gun I have, to be honest. I know nothing about guns, so I remember I was picking it, and then I think everyone else was like, no, Tristan, get this one instead.
Which gun did you get?
Oh no, I had
it was back at the beginning.
one I had was a Glock 17 and a 12 gauge shotgun, semi-auto.
I have a 40.
That's more damage.
I have a 45 automatic mace spray and a switchblade.
Yeah, mace spray.
Do you think that Delta Green has access to the noisy cricket?
Are you talking about the Men in Black thing?
Yeah.
It's like, this used to be your favorite weapon. He's like, that?
I was trying to explain this campaign to Chris earlier, and I was like, so like basically the Men in Black, but like for supernatural. And he's like, so you guys are dealing with aliens? I was like, well, no. I mean, I don't know, but like,
Does he know what supernatural means?
No,
Like if Men in Black mixed with X-Files.
He hadn't heard the term bump in the night too, so I had to kind of explain that to him.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Dang.
He's a
Actually, just
sheltered
tell them
being.
X-Files. This is actually kind of like X-Files.
I'll have to show him X-Files. He's probably never watched that.
Just show him H.P. Lovecraft. Just throw him in the deep end.
Just throw him deep into the horror. Lovecraft.
Right.
Is it Lovecraft Country or something like that?
Yeah, Lovecraft Country, the show.
Have him play Call of Cthulhu, the video game.
Yeah, then play your video game.
He does not know how to play video games. I'm trying to teach him with Baldur's Gate right now.
All right, so now that you're
one game
seeing
at a time.
Arwassa for the first time.
Second
Sanity
time.
checks.
No, well, you kind of semi-saw him for the first time.
Okay.
So let me get... Let's get some music. Sorry. Everybody roll me a sanity check as this tentacled mass connected to this central body emerges from the rock opening. You see that where the tentacles meet the central body, there should be a mouth, but really it is a large, gaping, open maw of pitch black.
Does it look like that little girl's drawings?
Yes, it does. You're flashing back to it. By the way, as an aside, she's fine. Don't worry.
Her mom needs to put her into therapy.
Yeah, we're gonna
special school for gifted kids.
we're gonna get into that as soon as you get out of here, if you do.
X-Men style, Tristan. X-Men school.
Do you think of it like this? Say you discovered plutonium, and you and everyone else around you knew of the ramifications. Excuse me, of having plutonium. And then the government's like, I don't think you should have that plutonium. We're going to come and take that plutonium. We can use it better.
Are they gonna take the little girl? Are they kidnapping her from her mother, whose
we'll get into that.
husband just
I bet
died?
Delta Green's taking her.
Oh no, the husband's arrested.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyways, this thing.
Oh
Wow, you guys and your fucking sanities.
Listen, we just
So
Quinn's the only one that's
everybody-
gonna go mad. It's fine.
Everybody to roll me 1d6 plus 2, please.
Wait, is
And the
that
ones who
what I do?
succeeded?
Sorry, hang on. If you failed, 3d6 plus 2.
Crap.
Jeez.
Shit.
Drawn.
I'm very sorry.
Wait,
How do I do
roll
3d6?
And
And then how do I do
Plus 2. Yep, so just put +2 right after.
Like all in no spaces?
It's slash roll
no
space
spaces.
3d6 plus 2, all sort of one word there.
Plus is
Not
next to the back.
not awful.
Yeah.
Not great, but not awful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You still didn't do too bad.
We
that's
all
pretty
basic-
good.
So
We all actually got pretty close to each other's. Like we have 2 6s and 2 7s.
are you guys familiar with what temporary insanity is?
Gonna
find
find
out.
Oh wait, Gabe, did you add the +2?
It'll be 8.
Okay, yeah.
So, temporary insanity is a new mechanic in Call of Cthulhu that we have yet to use.
Yay.
So, if an investigator loses 5 or more sanity points as a result of a single sanity roll, you have, sufficient emotional trauma has been suffered. So, I get to ask you for intelligence rolls, please.
Oh.
69.
Damn it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Those of you who failed your intelligence roll, you actually repress the memory.
Oh yeah.
So that means you put it to the back of your mind and it doesn't affect you.
Oh.
Come on.
Yay.
Wait,
In
no.
person. So the reason for this is because those of you who succeeded on your intelligence, you're like, okay,
Remember.
I know this shouldn't be real. I'm seeing something. This can't be real. Your mind is tricking you because your eyes are seeing something that is clearly real, but you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it can't be. And yet it is.
Like the uncanny valley effect.
Correct. So, you unfortunately recognize the full significance of what you're seeing, and we are now going to go into temporary insanity for those of you who rolled those successes.
Am
on
I
that.
still removing the sanity points I rolled previously?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
No,
6.
we all
We
do
all
Alright.
do that, right?
Correct.
okay.
So, give me a moment here.
Oh,
Wait, no, sorry. Ignore that. I meant to hit edit first.
Honestly, as somebody who has PTSD in real life, I don't like that now it's coming into my games.
This is going to last you for 2 hours. Temporary insanity.
Yay.
Cool.
Is Aaron got temporary sanity too?
Alright, so... Oh, I need to roll for him, yeah, sorry.
Powell doesn't need a roll. He's already seen his stuff.
Well, he's going to roll as well. Oh, I rolled for him on the side. He passed. But,
yeah, of course he did.
sorry.
Of course
Discord,
he
get out of
did.
my way.
Of course.
Ooh, Aaron. Coming in clutch.
Cool.
Cool. Can he pass some of those points on to me? So.
I'll be fine. Aaron will take care of me.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm just screwed then.
give me a moment here. I need to roll something for y'all.
It's okay, Queen.
It's
I
going to
got
be
you.
separate for everybody. Let's
Do I have
see.
to click the temporary insane check mark?
Yes, you do.
Where's that?
Alright. Let's see.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't have to do edit mode. Okay.
I think it just kind of ticks
boy.
the
Yeah,
box.
I don't really know what it does. It just highlights it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
So, Gabe, you're... actually, 1 second. Let me just think. Okay. Aaron passed his sanity, but he also needs to make an intelligence roll. Let me just roll that.
Fail it, Aaron.
Come on, you dumbass. We know you can fail it.
He's gonna pass it.
Oh.
Dang it!
You dumbass.
There's no protection.
You're supposed to take care of me.
Aaron is going to look at Arwassa for a few moments, mouth agape, sweating, going pale. And he just simply starts muttering to himself, no, that's good. No, it's not real. Kate, we gotta get the fuck out of here, Kate, we need to leave now. Kate, he like grabs your arm. He's looking at you, bloodshot eyes. He's like, Kate, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you bring me here? Kate, and he grabs your shoulders. He's tightening his grip.
Oh shit! I don't know what to do.
Do we need to
point
point
the
the
gun
gun?
I don't know.
at
Wait,
Aaron?
because I don't know how I'm responding yet either. Because I still got temporary insanity too.
I want you to, well, he's gonna roll a, one moment, I just need to look real quick, y'all.
I don't have temporary insanity, so I can go up and, try and stop him.
Right.
Hit him with the butt of your gun.
I don't want to.
He is going to go into a, where the fuck is it? Here it is, brawl. He's going to use his brawl against you. For this, you can roll either a dodge, or you can use your brawl to maybe try and deter him.
Is this for Kate or for me?
This is for Kate, but for you, you can use your brawl, or if you wish,
Oh god.
probably like a strength check.
Yeah, hang on.
Kate,
I will
did not do
try. Let me go for Brawl and see if I can get him to get off of Kate.
Oh wait, actually, I have mace. Can I use that?
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me just get a little away from you first.
I'll tell you what though. You're choosing to dodge because you already failed it, and I can't just say, "Oh yeah, you get an extra action."
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I guess I chose to dodge. Sorry, I forgot I had mace. I just saw
That's
that.
right. We can say that you fail the dodge. He's holding on to you, and you're fumbling for your mace right now.
Mm-hmm.
And James, you're coming up behind him. You're seeing that he's getting a little insane.
Yeah, so I don't want to hurt him. I just want to bring him to his senses.
You
Because
hear-
we're definitely going to need him.
Yeah, you hear Powell, of course, at this point. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? We have a problem."
So, what's happening to the rest of us right now who didn't
Yeah,
pass the intelligence?
I still don't know how I'm going insane yet.
So, those of you who did not pass your intelligence, you are
Or that
fine.
did.
So
I mean,
Kate and Quinn are questionable right now.
Yes.
And me too.
And Gabe.
Yeah, we had passed intelligence saved.
We
Yes,
passed
so-
the save. It's just
Oh, right. I
that
need
we
to.
now are
That
going.
was. Yeah, that was Aaron that I was rolling for. Now I need to roll for everyone else. That didn't,
Yeah, because that's why I was saying I don't know how I'm going to respond, because if I'm going insane too in a
Okay.
certain way,
Kate, you faint.
Oh,
so I can't even dodge. Cool. I just faint.
And
You
you
dodge and
faint, like this whole thing, everything that's happening. Arwassa showing up. Aaron's turning on you. There's like guns out. Everything's starting to collide. Worlds are colliding. And you just faint over the stress of it. And you are out for 7 rounds.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is not good. This
One
is very
moment.
bad.
So,
Oh my god.
unconscious is my condition.
Yes.
Vine's gonna be
Cool.
death.
Mark
It
that.
Quinn, you gain a phobia. Let me roll on that.
Phobia. Oh no.
Oh boy.
This
Wasn't
D100.
scary enough.
Tentacles.
96.
A phobia?
Fear of witches and witchcraft. Well,
Oh,
you see a lot of symbols that you don't understand on the rock face above you. You don't know if it's witchcraft, but I'm not going to play that card though. That would be
We
mean.
said 7 rounds. I'm writing it down right now.
7 rounds, yeah. And
Okay.
Quinn, you have this phobia for, I believe. One moment here.
Yep, no one casts any magic.
It is even if the source of the phobia is not present, the investigator imagines it is there for the next 1d10 rounds.
Oh my gosh.
That is correct. I forgot about that. 4 rounds. Okay, so Quinn, you're looking around. Witches, man. There's something about them. There's these black hooded figures coming out of behind stalagmites and getting closer towards the rocks where you are now residing. There's many of them. You don't know why, but they gotta be a cult. They must be here helping Arwassa.
Great.
And I think anyone else
Me.
oh my god. Here we go.
No.
Gabe, Quinn, and I are just going mad.
Oh,
Physical
hey.
hysterics or emotional outbursts. The investigator is incapacitated from laughing, crying, screaming, etc. Okay.
Is that what Aaron got?
Nope, that's what Gabe got.
Oh, because I was like, Aaron sitting there screaming at my dead body.
Sorry, I pass out like Kate did.
You are incapacitated, and as in you're doing something else so much that you can't think about doing anything else. But you know what? Let's just kind of let me think here. We're gonna say that you are shaking. You start to just shake uncontrollably, and it's becoming so intense that you just sit down and get into a fetal position. You pull your knees to your chest and you lurch forward and you look down. You're basically thinking to yourself, this can't be happening. And you do this for 3 rounds.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, just a great time to be doing this.
Yeah, but at least it's not 7.
That's true. It's at this point that you hear Powell say, "What the fuck is wrong with all of you?" And he looks up and he's like, "Ah, fuck it!" And you hear a gun going off.
Alright, that's a signal, right?
Yes, that's the signal.
Okay, I will also fire off.
Okay.
But not like him, because he's not.
Those of you who
I'm in.
are
Ow.
incapacitated right now, doing other things. Let's see. He's
Screaming at witches.
Fucking witches.
I like to scream at mice.
Can I shoot the witches and potentially make contact with the creature instead?
Ooh. Well, it depends. Are you
Please don't
looking...
shoot me.
I mean, the witches would be walking on the ground. He's coming from above you.
Unless they're on a broom. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Wait,
Roll me a luck roll. No, roll me a luck roll. I like this. Let's go with this.
Want you to scream really loud.
Wait, it's a good argument too. You can argue that's the witch's creature.
Alright, ready, here we go.
Hey!
Nice.
You just, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're coming from everywhere, but the ones that are really bothering you are the ones that are up in the air. They're all floating around the big rock above you.
What if that's a witch's hat too? It's a witch too.
Also, I don't know what rounds are, so if you could just let me know when I'm not unconscious anymore, that'd be great.
So that 93 was his dex roll, Arwassa's dex roll. Everyone needs to roll me a dex roll to determine how this is going to play out.
Oh dear lord.
I'm exempt, right?
Yes, those of you who are.
Where's
Oh, you don't.
Extreme success.
I just do need to keep everyone in the turn order so we can
Yes, extreme success.
keep track of when your rounds are going to end. The ones that you are incapacitated doing a shit.
So do you want me to roll something to put myself in the turn order?
Yeah, actually, I should have probably. Here, let's do this. Shit.
I don't actually think there's an initiative thing.
There is. I think we have to put our tokens out, though, wouldn't we? Like, just the normal way?
You would, but, let's do this instead.
Combat. Dexterity to turn tracker. It's under combat.
Could I use first aid on Kate to wake her up somehow?
Like a smelling salt, maybe?
We have smelling salts? Yeah.
Ooh.
Powell would have surely had something like that in his gear, right?
Yeah, I dragged my token out and I clicked on it.
Okay, yeah, everybody drag your tokens out and just apply your...
Drag your token out.
Just
so go
drag your
open up
token
your,
onto the map.
Open up your...
Oh, we just drag
character sheet and
ourselves?
Just drag it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drag it out where?
Just onto the screen.
From the
Anywhere?
Why
journal on
am
the
I
right
the only one that has the
sidebar.
square picture?
Wait, what? How do I...
Because you don't have a... Wait, what?
Click,
Oh,
Because you
because you
didn't-
didn't update your token. Or I
You
didn't update your token, but that's
click
alright.
and drag it out.
Click and drag? Oh, I already have it here.
Oh, so you can
Because
just
I've
click
it's
that
because
and
I've
move it
used
over.
this a bunch and I make my token all the time.
All the way to the
For
bottom
this?
left. No, just to the bottom left of the map.
Down here?
Yeah, just scroll over.
Oh, look at there's Quinn. See, you're not the only one with a square token. Quinn doesn't have a square token either.
There you go.
Ta-da!
And then you can click on your token, and then in your sheet under combat, you'll see on the left side dexterity to turn tracker.
Combat?
You said the combat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then click.
dexterity to turn tracker. It's the first button there on
Just
the left.
click this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you see the thing, Z?
Nope.
But you went to combat. On your skill, on your page.
So, in this, dexterity is what determines turn order?
Yeah, I think it's just your dex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Combat. Yeah.
Yep. Look
Combat.
low down and to the left.
Wait, so then would
Okay.
his be 96? Because you did a 1d100. Wouldn't it just be his main dex score? Because that's what all of ours is.
Main dex. I
Like
mean,
just
you would.
the base dex score.
Well, you still roll it. You still roll the score. And I have his score. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, because ours is because when I rolled mine, it literally doesn't roll anything other than just my dex.
Right.
Like it just doesn't roll.
It wouldn't really matter because his dex is 100.
Okay. I just was confused on how that worked.
Did you drag your token out, Z?
No.
You know how you
Sure.
pop out
Token
your...
just-
I was gonna say, you know how you go to your sheet to try to pull that thing out? Like, click and hold on your name and drag it onto the map.
My name?
Yeah. The spot where you usually open up your sheet. Yep,
Is there?
just like that.
Boom.
Yep. Now click on that, then click the combat deck turn tracker again.
Wish I had my other mouse with me. Hold on. I'm gonna grab my mouse. Ugh. Where did I disappear to?
So I just want to make sure that I'm understanding. So our initiative is just our deck score. We're not actually rolling anything.
I am going to just double check that right now, but I believe that is the case.
Okay.
What do I do to my token?
Just click it, then go to your sheet and click the dex thing you did.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Yes. It's a
I am
deck order highest to lowest.
advanced.
So Arwassa has 100.
Okay.
Actually.
Yep, there you go.
Sorry.
Dang, okay. I'm low in the queue, it's fine.
All
So
right.
that's where I was just a little confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was a little bit too. So,
I don't think I have a token for Aaron.
that's all right. I will just simply put his name in.
Tristan.
Aaron's is going to be.
I don't have a sheet or anything for him. That was all.
No, I got it. It's all right. It's actually going to be 75. So you're a little bit quicker than he is.
It's because I'm small and lithe.
Okay, Arwassa's up
Do
first.
we have what's the FBI guys too?
Yeah. Oh. Shit.
He's
I
not in
suck.
the turn order.
I know, I suck.
Did mine disappear?
No, you just gotta scroll on the thing.
Scrolling.
Oh wait, actually,
Wait, I don't see it.
yeah.
Yeah,
it
mine too.
disappeared. Did you?
What?
Did you click on your
It
token?
was on there.
Oh, there it is. 50.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's back now.
Not
Alright.
weird stuff, like my internet saying it wasn't working earlier, but it was.
That was weird.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Trying to get spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys realize you could potentially not win this, but anyways, Powell is going to roll a handgun expertise here. Powell. Wow. Wow.
Oh, he should push that.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna have to.
Yeah. 'Cause that's a fumble.
That is a fumble.
What?
Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
Awesome.
He just says, ah, fuck it. He like hesitates a little bit, like he was gonna shoot at it, but hesitated for just a moment, shaking his hand a little bit, and he takes aim and fires. That is going to be. Let me look at the guns. Where is my guns? No, I have it here somewhere. Da, 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 da. I'm looking.
Also, is Aaron still trying to fight my unconscious body while this is
Oh
happening?
my god.
I'll get to that in a second.
They're shaking.
He's just screaming at you.
Hey! I'm just like
Shooting witches and trying to throw smelling salts at you.
He's just
With my shitty dexterity.
James is just looking at everybody like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, well, I'm
crazy.
frustrated.
We tried
Right.
so hard.
Weapons table. Here we go. 250. Sorry.
No
If Kate
problem.
dies, can I find out what happened to her brother anyways?
That looks fun.
Sorry, say that again, Kate?
So if Kate dies, can I find out what happened to her brother anyways?
Sure.
Yes!
That's fine. Okay, here we go. 357 Magnum. Ooh, boy. That's going to be
What are you doing,
1d8
boy?
plus 1d4 damage.
Oh, nice. Nice door.
1d8 plus 1d4 damage.
Better be 12. No.
4 damage
Okay.
to Arwassa's face. One moment. Just want to see something here. 15. Yeah, that's good.
Pow pow, bitch.
Okay. He shoots and connects. And you see that this entity takes the bullets. Like, it goes into his flesh, so it can clearly penetrate him. And you don't hear any sort of screaming or cries of pain coming from it, but it clearly is hurting it. So, let's see. Just want to put this down. Okay. Alright, he is going to go. This is not going to be pretty. He is going to... Oh boy. I'm going to roll a d6 here.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh, you lucky sons of bitches. Do I have to... I think I might have to. Unfortunately.
Is Powell dying?
So you see a tentacle reach down from the opening, and as the two shots come out of Powell's gun, one of the tentacles snaps him up.
oh no.
He is going to... Oh boy. As soon as this tentacle grabs him, he knows what's potentially about to happen here, so he's going to try with all of his might to break free. Give me a moment. This might be bad.
No.
That's an extreme success.
Oh,
Nice.
Kick
kick his ass, Seabass.
Powell produces a pretty large knife from his waist, and he just starts stabbing the tentacle
Good for him.
with it, and the tentacle just lets go. That he is going to cause only 1 damage to it, but
Okay.
still.
At least he's not dead.
Yeah.
The tentacle retreats back into the opening, and Powell drops to the ground. And he stands up and says, "Fuck. Ribs, man. That fucker's really got a good grip. Are you gonna shoot, or...?" Anyways, he looks at you, Kate.
Kate is passed out.
Passed out.
Unconscious
Why don't you
still.
go ahead and roll me a Constitution?
Oh, I can save myself from being passed out?
Yes, you can. From Constitutions.
Heck yeah. Okay, let's see. Constitution. I have an 80, so hopefully this works.
I hope it works too. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
At
okay.
least not a
I'm
fumble.
still out. How did I fail that with an 80? Well,
You know what, Kate? Just because I'm feeling generous here, let's do this. Roll me a luck roll.
oh god. Let's see. Hard success.
That's better.
Okay.
Promising.
There's a... You kind of are having a bit of a daydream. You find yourself standing on Malor Way. That same spot where your brother was leading you down the road when he stopped and turns to you. And you remember that your dream ended the last time, right at this moment. And you find yourself standing here once again. And your brother's looking at you. He's got his hood up. You can see his face clearly. He just looks scared. Wet, cold. And he pulls his hood back. He just looks normal. He's semi-smiling at you. He says, "Kate, why are you following me?"
Do I have control in this dream?
Yes.
Because I love you. You're my brother. You were everything for me.
Wrong. I was everything. Now you have other things.
Can't let you go. I should have done something. I should have protected you. I should have been there.
You start to see these dark tentacles writhing out from the darkness behind him. He says, "You can't. You never could."
Try running towards him.
As you do, the distance between you and him seems to just grow larger. Like a expanding tunnel effect.
Gonna start screaming, reaching for him, and just like crying.
He just says, "I am not here anymore, Kate. He is. Take care of him. Forget about me."
She'll
And
fall
you're
to her
probably,
knees.
you're probably assuming he means Aaron.
Yeah. She'll fall to her knees crying and be like, "I can't forget you, but I can try to live for you."
As the tentacles wrap around his legs and arms, he just smiles. And he says, "That's the sister I remember."
I'm gonna continue crying, but just like, "I love you. I
You
hope
just
you
dis-
know I love you."
Yeah, he nods. And as he mouths the same, the darkness overtakes him and the tentacles take him, and you awaken in what can only be presumed as just fucking chaos. So yeah,
Would that be my
You're-
turn?
yes, you have arrived back in reality. You awaken, you take a gulp of air. Aaron's above you. He's just kind of Indian style, sitting next to you, looking down at the ground. Let's see here. The others. Aaron does not have 171.
Wow.
I think it was
He-
75.
Yeah, he has 75. Oh, yep, that was right. Okay. Aaron is going to make a Actually, he can't for now, unfortunately.
Oof.
Let's see. Well, I'll allow him this. Let me just roll something. Okay, yeah, he's still very much catatonic. Powell.
He's catatonic now, at least. He's not
Yes.
screaming at me. Okay.
Nope, he's done screaming at you for now. Powell is going to continue shooting. Going to roll a firearms handgun. Hopefully. Ooh, that is a hard success.
Nice.
That is. Let me see here. Let me just quickly roll something here for Arwassa. Nice. Luckily, Arwassa is pretty fucking big, so it's hard to miss him. He's going to roll a d6 and a d4. Five damage again. So these bullets are penetrating him, and this weird dark black green ichor is seeping out of the wounds and dripping below, hitting the ground. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Powell has 2 more shots before he has to reload. He kind of ducks behind a rock that has fallen. James, you're up.
I'm gonna cock my my gun and fire upon him with my SMG.
Fire upon thee. That is going to be a handgun. Actually, that's probably going to be firearms.
I already have the SMG in my inventory.
Okay.
It says 1d10 plus 2.
So go ahead, and do you have any firearms skills?
Oops, ignore that. I accidentally clicked that. I have points in handgun, rifle, shotgun, SMG, and that's it.
Let's go with the SMG, because that's what it is. Oh my god,
I'm gonna
so
spend some
close.
luck. Can I spend luck on that?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Absolutely. 2 luck?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you don't even need to roll. But you can just take the points out of your max luck.
Okay. So now I just roll damage.
Yep. So with that success, you're going to go ahead and...
So I just do 1d10 plus 2.
Correct, that's total. Okay, so we got the... Yeah, don't worry about that roll. You already had the damage, that was fine. We can take the 11.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You guys are doing pretty good, I gotta say.
For now.
No,
Anyways.
not yet.
You unload a clip into Arwassa,
Clip.
James, and he's taking it all, and like you can see that parts of his tentacles are unable to move very well. They're kind of losing their flexibility and elasticity, and he looks.
Where
to
did you
also
make
be getting,
contact?
just kind of all around the base of where the tentacles meet his main body. Some
Right up
actually,
Main Street.
yeah. And then, of course, it kind of... It doesn't seem to be afraid of you, but it also knows that if it stays, it's gonna probably regret it. Quinn, you're up. I believe you are...
I have
a rifle.
Yes, you do. And you survived your ordeal with the sanity?
Those damn witches.
Those damn witches. Go ahead and shoot them witches.
But
But with that, first off, I'm going to have you because you're trying to shoot at witches rather than Arwassa,
Still?
I'm going. Yeah, you still got the rounds. It's
Yay.
gonna have to round another couple times for that to go away.
Okay.
So for now, I will have you simply roll me a luck.
Go.
Hey,
Nice.
Jesus! All right,
F
now
them bitches.
go ahead
Killed
and
the
roll.
witches.
So you have the rifle. You have a rifle skill.
Yes.
Rifle
Yes, I
shotgun
do.
skill. Go ahead and roll that, please.
Crap.
That's all right. You're simply shooting into the void, and I was actually banking more on the luck than the rifle.
You hit a witch though.
Any ricochet make good contact?
No, well, I'm gonna roll something here because you just so happen to nick one of the tentacles.
Good for you.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me just look at what the 22 is. Okay, that's a handgun. Where's the rifle? Jesus, why are these pages so hard to turn? Rifles, 22. 1d6 plus 1. Three damage to it. Alright, so you like
Not bad for a miss.
catch near the end of one of his tentacles. It was just about to reach out and grab Powell again.
Nice.
And he's really not able to use that one all that well anymore. Let's see, Gabe, you.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
In the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't do anything.
No way of breaking myself out of it.
I'll tell you what. I will allow you to roll a power. And you're going to need an extreme success to get out of it.
Hmm. I also argue a little bit of a bonus because he does have the hatred for this thing for what it did to Ian by ruining his life.
The hatred and... Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Clever.
Yeah.
Get
At least
the
I got the
bonus.
bonus.
Alright, 68 versus 40.
That would not be enough.
No, unfortunately, you are still in a very troubled state.
It was a valiant effort, though.
Two more
was.
rounds.
Alright, Alphonse.
Well, let's fire rounds. Can I fire into like the face the mall, the mouth area?
You
Thank-
can roll.
Yes.
You have was it a shotgun or a handgun? The
The
45,
handgun.
the Beretta. Okay, handgun firearm skill, please. Ooh, lordy.
Okay, well.
You
I
can
would give
push
you a
it.
bonus because of your. I'd give you a bonus because of your military background.
Okay, what do I roll?
Just simply roll that the bonus that you see the button underneath what you just rolled in the chat. Oh, 33 versus 41. That's a success. Go ahead and roll. Let me just look at the damage on that. I think you might already have it, maybe. Beretta M9 is a 1d10 damage.
Still find that weird. It does more than the shotgun.
Lord.
Well, it was the face, the main area. There's tentacles and stuff, you know.
You shoot one shot right into the mouth. It kind of like squirms a bit as it catches one into its maw.
I got bit.
Okay. Here we go. Everyone ready for this?
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that number change.
What? D. Let's do 1d8. Here we go. Okay.
Wait, is that another 6?
Yes, it is. That's why I'm contemplating here, because... Let's do this, yeah. He's going to roll a combat maneuver.
Boy, this guy knows some maneuvers.
He does. 52. Now he's reaching for Powell again. Powell's going to try and use his knife to dodge out of the way. And nice, a crit!
I don't think so.
Nice!
Alright, so that is going to be 2d4 damage plus the double the bonus damage. So that's going to be 7 damage.
Nice.
That's insane. Okay. You actually see him grab the tentacle and just start sawing through it. He flips the knife around and uses the jagged edge of the blade and just starts to saw through it. And you can see this. He doesn't like it at all. He's trying to pull his tentacle back, and Powell's dragging his heels against the ground. He says, "Oh no, you fucking don't! Get back!" He just starts, and eventually he just cuts off the end of the tentacle, and Arwassa pulls it back, and he looks very upset. He starts to just slightly retreat a little bit, and then Powell just raises the piece of tentacle, which is still writhing. He raises it high into the air, and he throws it to the ground, and he just gets into position for more knife work if he needs to.
He passed his sanity check, right?
Yes, he did. Kate, you're up.
I guess I shoot it.
Shoot that shit.
It probably won't be very good, but let's see.
Shoot it in the face.
Yeah.
And
That's what I did. A bear.
Would you,
Can I push it?
Yeah, you can push it. Think of it as, taking care of Aaron.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That, and also, like, in my daydream, my brother was taken by a bunch of tentacles. So, both.
That's right.
Dang it! Nope. I suck.
Wait, you were rolling the wrong one. You need to roll rifle shotgun.
There you go.
Wait, I do.
Yes.
I don't own that.
Wait, were you doing a gun or what were you
Oh, you
doing?
have your handgun, right. Okay.
Yeah,
never
45 automatic. Oh, was I supposed to be pressing that, though? And not the skill?
No.
I'm so confused on what's supposed to be happening.
You could do that. It just simply adds in all the extra rolls that goes along with the gun itself. Yeah.
Nah, he just thought you were using something different.
Yeah, that too.
I only own a handgun. I don't own anything else.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's kind of it for me.
All right. Then, boy, Aaron. Oh boy. He's gonna try and roll something too.
Please don't kill me. I prefer not to die.
Do you want me to
hears the
play
gunshots. He sees you stand up. And he actually follows suit. He just slaps himself across the face, grabs his gun out of his waist, and he turns up, and he is going to take aim.
Where does it say Aaron is 171?
And he's actually going to hit. That is a regular success.
As he should.
That's going to be 1d6.
Why does Aaron's dex say 171?
Oh, because it's fucking up every time I try and change it. Okay.
Or
That he takes aim just kind of, he squints one eye just a little bit, fires a few shots, and he pings it right in one of the eyes.
Good.
And it writhes, and its tentacles shoot back towards its face, and then he takes a few more shots. And it flinches for a brief moment, tenses up, and then drops out of the hole. All of you make a dexterity or a dodge roll.
I did not like that.
To not get crushed by this thing.
Did you say dex or dodge, or do we
Dex
just
or a dodge. I'll take a regular success.
Extreme success.
Oh my freaking goodness.
I'm the one in the fetal position. I somehow did good.
I am rolling like such crap. Oh my god.
The way I see it,
just rolled you
peeps.
out of the way.
The way I see it, peeps. Use your luck.
You can't use luck on this though.
Only you pick dodge.
Well, a dodge is a skill roll. Yes.
No,
Dex
we all
is a-
pick dex.
We
I
chose
see.
dex because it's higher.
Okay. Well. Let me just roll something for Aaron.
Okay. Well, Aaron, I hope you're better than I am.
One moment. I need one more.
He has a good dex, though.
I have a better dex than him, and I failed. I have an 80.
Aaron grabs you by the shoulders, throwing his gun to the side, and pulls you strongly in one direction.
Heck yeah.
Alphonse, let me see here. One moment.
This is why you need an NPC.
Hang on.
Get yourself an NPC.
NPCs are good. They're very good in the clutch. One more.
You think Powell would try to save me?
Okay, he still got a success because his dex is a 70, so just barely a success.
With my extreme, could I help Alphonse?
Yeah, Powell was gonna grab Alphonse, but you can also attempt, to do so. You all just kind of assist each other in backing away very quickly as this massive beast falls to the floor of the cavern.
Ooh.
Huge thud just kind of echoes throughout the entire cavern. And Metallica's just still playing.
Yeah.
Is it still moving?
Nope. It's dead.
The longest Metallica song ever.
You begin to see its form kind of start to flake and dissipate into nothing, really. Just kind of disappears little by little. And Powell says,
That's what I made.
Nice.
"Till next time, you bastard."
Next time?
Yeah. That's the thing with these fucking things, is that they always come back. That's why Delta Green's here. We need to keep the people safe and keep these things from reigning supreme over all of us.
Well, at least with this thing, we know what it comes out of.
This is only its temporary home. This isn't its prison. Prison's somewhere else on the planet. We don't know where, and we probably never will. That's right. I say prison as if to say It's a cage amongst other cages. There's a lot that these things could tell us if only we'd stop to listen. We don't. We'd rather live our own lives and forget that we live on a tiny dot in the grand scheme of things. And he just simply kicks one of the tentacles and sheaths, I shouldn't say sheaths, but holsters his gun. He goes over to the head portion of it and he plucks out the other eye. And he throws it into a bag crudely. Ziploc bag, essentially. And he pockets it.
Do you want to take some pictures, Quinn?
Yes.
That's when he goes over to you, Quinn, and he says, "Yeah, about that."
Now we have a problem with photos.
You remember what I said, right? These sorts of things cannot become public knowledge.
Lame.
What if I just want to put them in a personal photo album?
Right, but then you die, and then someone picks up the photo album, maybe a loved one, maybe a friend. Oh, hey, look at this. It's their life. Oh, no, it's a alien being dead on a cavern floor. He says, "Sorry, but I'm gonna have to insist," as he outstretches his hand as if to suggest that you place your camera in the palm of his hand.
Can I just give him the memory card and hold on to the camera?
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay.
He smiles as you do so. He says, "Much appreciated."
Joke's on him because there's
Trust me,
internal storage on
there's
the camera.
more than I think you'll really have any idea what you'll do with if you are to join us. You won't even need the camera anymore.
Why is that?
Well, you won't really be a journalist per se anymore.
What do you have in mind?
And he turns to walk away. He says, "Me? I don't have anything in mind for you. That would be the higher-ups. But for now, in my eyes, you all passed."
And our town is safe then?
He looks to you, smiles, for now.
Called it.
Till something else comes along. Don't know if it ever will for this place. At least not again. I don't know. Give it 20 years or so.
So everyone, even the other people besides us who know?
Oh, that's been taken care of already. And that's when he stops walking. And he turns to you. Yeah. That is something I was going to tell you after we left the village. You can't go back to your homes anymore.
Of course.
In fact, it's probably best if you just don't go back to Overton at all.
Not even to get our things?
You can
Well,
get some personal belongings if you wish, but you might not like what you're gonna see.
I thought we saved Overton.
Well,
Oh my god.
the thing is, you can't unsee certain things. And unfortunately, this is not Men in Black where you can just flash a light and make them forget. So he doesn't smile or do anything sinister like that. He just says, the life that you had in Overton is not real anymore. Everyone there has experienced something otherworldly that is not meant to be experienced by anybody. But you can rest assured that we have Lily. She's in good hands. She's been on our radar for quite some time.
I'm looking at everyone like, did this man just admit to kidnapping a child?
Think of it as home relocation.
Okay, what's Vicar say? So,
And will she be
they're all
around her
dead?
mother? Oh, you. I assumed that you would realize the implications of what I was telling you. Her mother would only just get in the way.
Killed her mom.
She doesn't know that yet. But yes, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Could they just blame this all on the Vicar? Instead of killing them all.
And that's when Powell actually looks at you, Gabe. He says, I'm surprised, actually, that you would say that above all the others here. You've always been so... You've been somewhat of an upstart. Someone who is a go-getter, by the book. Why the sudden change of heart?
Wait. The character he's having the weird response that Gabe said about blaming the Vicar instead of killing everybody.
Oh no, I think it sounded like you were saying like blame the Vicar for killing everyone.
Yeah, basically you're trying to cover up what really happened. Yeah.
Oh no, like same way, but instead of them all dying, but still blame it on the Vicar that he caused all the crazy, angry people shit happening.
Right. Okay.
I mean that's the thing, but he's saying that like Lily has powers, and so he doesn't matter what happened, like they were gonna take her anyways, and so he killed her mom to just get the mom out of the way.
Correct.
So that they could take the child without any repercussions.
I get that. I thought the response was he killed everyone in the town. Lily was
Oh,
there.
it was. Yeah.
That's what Gabe was saying. Blame
Yep.
the Vicar for everything that happened instead of killing them all.
Too, when he said that we would join him, that would be the only way we could save our loved ones and save the town. So basically what he's saying is that we did not save the town, we murdered them now instead of the god guy murdering him.
He kind of, when he said save the town, it was kind of meant to be metaphorical. Yeah.
He meant more like from this. No matter what, they were gonna die.
He meant us. He meant to save us. The only sane ones at the moment of time.
Anyways, it's getting kind of late, so what we'll do is he'll say, look, I know it's all hard to hear, but it is the way of things at Delta Green. Either we solve the problem and there's no mind scarred for it, or there is, and we have to deal with that problem too.
Then I'm gonna go to the town, pick up a few things before we leave.
Of course. Again, it's all about maintaining the status quo. And I'm your only ride back, Gabe. So let's, what do you say we all head out?
That's gonna be an awkward car ride. But yes, Alphonse gets in. Or we crawl out of the cave and then we get in, I guess.
I'm all for awkward car rides. He says, I'm all for awkward car rides. And we're going to call it here, because I'm sure people are tired. And next session will be the last.
All right.
Because we're going to do like a continuance sort of thing. Everyone's going to say their goodbyes. Other things will happen, and then potentially that's where we're going to close it out for the continuance.
I am shooketh.
I'm sorry.
He killed the whole town.
He cleansed them. Yes.
So, you missed that. We defeated the bad guy, but while we were defeating the bad guy, Delta Green went in, destroyed the town, killed Lily's mother, and kidnapped Lily.
We have to fight Delta Green now.
No, we're apparently joining them, but this is how I guess the organization works.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It's either that or you're dead.
Yeah,
there's a dog needs dog world out there.
Yep.
We could have just blamed it all on the Vicar putting something in the water like a cult thing.
So there you go.
Crazy. Is this how Delta Green is played? Like, are we really gonna have to go around and kill entire towns?
No, this is just how Powell operates.
He's the worst case scenario.
I don't want this guy to be my partner.
Don't worry, you get a dog.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Dog's coming
but
closer
I'm
now.
not.
You're traumatized.
I am big trauma.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but Tristan, here's the thing. You still got Aaron.
That's right. Aaron's not dead. I didn't kill Aaron, I promise.
Yeah, he's only just like murderous.
It was either him
guy
or the
from the
town.
was Ian dead?
Yes. All.
Is Ian dead?
Ian?
Everyone, yeah.
He probably might have hanged himself. Honestly.
Oh, Ian was in jail. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you tried so hard to save that poor woman's life. His wife rolled a bunch. Finally, she was saved. We had a big old luck roll. And we're like, yeah, she's saved. He's dead. Crazy Marianne is dead. What about that guy with the loud car? He's
Ollie.
Dead.
They're all dead.
Ollie's dead.
Picture
Everyone
everybody
dead.
just sitting comfortably in their homes wondering what the hell just happened, and then Delta Green bursting in through their doors and gunning them down.
Napalm strike.
Lovely.
So next session is going to be our last session, and apparently we get to go back and get our personal belongings and have an awkward car ride home.
On that note, I'm gonna back out though because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm dying here.
Sorry, guys. Bye.
All right, see you later.
I'm still awake.